fuck, man, it's getting daylight. The garbage trucks are out there banging around shit. Usually I don't do this in the daytime. Try to be. I'm not gonna look at it. My dysfunctional CIA family, I think it's 54 now. So I was looking at the movie Altered States just for a little bit. And I got like total panic attack, and like it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna be looking at everything from the 70s and early 80s or whatever, all the nice stuff, and like going over everything, and like I know it's all set up, it's all stuff. Oh fuck, man. So it's so it came out in theaters in 1980. Oh god, what did it say? Yeah, like December of 1980, so late. So I would have been back in Carbondale and in the 10th grade. Or actually, just and then it gets more released, but and it's man, William Hurt, and it's his first movie. So it introduces him. He's such a dumb douche. He's such a like soulless, and this is perfect for him. Like he does it really well. It's supposed to be. They're doing it, and it's got the Catholic stuff. It's like, oh, we're picking on the Catholics. And you can tell it goes like, where the hell? And we're gonna make them go crazy. Yeah, I think it is particular. And the Jesus does look like that one. Okay, so then it's got Drew Barrymore. She does a small part, and that's her first movie. So there. So when I went to Minneapolis in December of, 1978. Oh God, am I getting this right now? Right, I gotta go recheck, make sure I didn't fuck this up. Because like I want to get these movies. Hang on a second. Yep, December 22, 1978, released in theaters in the United States. So yeah, that's the movie we watched. With my dad's girlfriend, it has to be that one, because there's certain ones we watched. We watched a bunch of cool ass movies over the time, but that was that one. That was that time. Damn, man. And then I got to hold hands and stuff, and then gone to a couple things. Shit. If you kissing outside the car because he's got to be back in high school, man, because it's the remake. That's who I think of. Go where? Go. Just answer this. Go where? Where are you gonna go? There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no place to run. There's no place to hide. I don't want to do her injustice, but I do. I think of her when that, and it's not like there's nothing. I just think of her. But she's not like that. She's not creepy. She never did that. She's on really good behavior, and she's cool. There's a certain kind of blankness if I think back, because she's working a thing. But it's unjust to think of blame her or whatever. But that's who I think of, like from when I first saw that. Partly because she's pretty, and the chick is pretty, but the chick's got the eyes, and she has regular eyes, regular dark Catholic eyes, or whatever. She's pretty cool though. My dad's girlfriend up there, that's who's the thing, man. It's like, damn, man. Okay, so those feds, I call them Boston FBI. In the thumbnail, you saw them in that last video. Because I'm looking, oh my God, you don't need a tampon around the street. They probably were doing the original. See, Boston FBI were doing it. They probably were. Why do I have to have a giant beard and like a giant goiter, probably my own fat, injected up into under my chin like it's right? Like it's I was supposed to be a girl. I was supposed to do undercover. That's something. So go do undercover. I could wear a dress. But you guys train me with a dress. Little, like, right? Isn't it? Isn't it what you motherfuckers did, right? You injected a fucking thing into him. I can tell when I looked at him. I haven't watched that thing at all. I haven't watched it. It's just me interacting. I might not have always been looking. So I'm avoiding eye contact. And I just looked a little and look at the thumbnail. Because the thumbnail, I just like stopped on that perfect one. And I had to go find it again. So I haven't watched it. And when I was experiencing it, I wasn't always looking. So it's that little bit. Like you guys watch more than I have. And notice, and I don't face the camera. But that's damn, man, that's what they did, man. And I'm the one who got him out. Like, what the hell? We got to go to the thrift store and get a fucking dress. And he didn't want to go in. He's gonna sit under a tree because everything's getting watched. It wasn't like he's just crazy. When was it? Back in fucking, what was that? What had that have been? That might have been. Oh yeah, that was way back. Oh, that was like 91 or something. Okay, that is. Maybe, right? I think more. Yeah, he had to, so went all the way out to Alston, that thrift store I talked about. It was near the, well, like I said, it was near that fire station out in Alston. Near the school. That's a central thing. That's the original shit, too. Everything. Damn, man, they tore out the A-line. But, yeah, I had to go in there because everyone's watching. They'd be like, what do you do up there or something? Because he needed me to be, not just his dress, it's like to give him his like emotional authority is what it was. Like it wouldn't work otherwise. And so then, like, it's just some stupid dress, two of them or something. They seemed to fit. They worked. Tried them on at the house. And that's good. And then he got out. He went walking down the street with his bottle of vodka and the dress and his beard, probably shaved on one side. The other side hiding the goiter. So that's what these motherfuckers did, man. And the cops, like, I'm thinking the cops are like, what do you want? And it's my imagination. He's like, I gotta come in. Really what he said is, I want to get arrested. They said, what do you want? He says, I want to get arrested. Then it was over. Boom, Social Security, the whole fucking thing, everything's good. And then a little bit later, the goiter's gone. Like he has shaved. He's shaved, and you can see him. He's off in a dress somewhere. Like they're like, keep doing it, man, because they kept him. Man, they would man, they're probably just playing him. That's why fuck, man. Of course they did. It's not just because that one guy who they put in prison, the FBI guy. It's like these guys are getting watched. They're way beyond this shit. Whatever the fuck. That's what that was. So, like, I'm kind of thinking that. That's why I said that. And then, like, right now, when I try to think of it, and I can get really sure. Oh my God, what I see. Oh my God, it's like being back in time, man. Just the still shots. And you know how I said, oh, your face I can see and how you think. Because I was looking at him a lot more. And I don't point the camera at him a lot. But just that little bit. Like where it does point like that thumbnail. So my impression, I guess I wasn't. They said I could point it at him, but I didn't want to be a jerk. It is, man. Unless someone, nah, they could be fucking around. They could be that good though. So you always have to look out for that. Because they did some other stuff too earlier in the day. I've been out there for fucking over 3 hours, and that ending of it is when the battery runs out. They're even saying the battery's gonna run out, man. They don't even know what the fuck that is. So they're on the thing. That's the whole fucking thing's running. Fucking, it's all one fucking thing. And if that is Boston FBI and getting like strung along, there's like, it's like on purpose, or even by now it's supposed to be. Right. Probably. Like it's gonna run out. They know all the time. And maybe just anyone would know, I guess. That stupid camera shit. Like, yeah, who would it do? God, man. God, now I can. Damn, man. They'll just run these motherfuckers and they'll get to Social Security and shit and run it. And your things. Fuck, man. Or whatever the hell else it is. They're even like running me even though I don't fucking know. And then stuff with special education. And I'm having to do all this legal stuff. You know, we won't give them shit. And they're probably still like putting their finger on the scale, even though we should have won that hearing that we went to. Like we ended up winning it anyway. He goes to everything we wanted. He had to go to that school after. It's weird. Fuck, man. That means like, you know, at the Henderson school. Fuck, man. We're trying to get him back in Harbor School, but that's at Henderson. Emerges. That means like when they did that kid in the 2011 at Henderson, that thing happens. They set that up. Like someone, not the they, but that's like the fucking. It's like some kind of shit. Like, and I'm bitching about it, and then they kind of fucked him up. Not. Well, I guess you call it. I guess you call it CIA or something, or but really, Air Force intelligence, all that kind of thing. The things like on top of the shit. They did. Well, they did it, man. They did 9/11. That's coming up tomorrow, that anniversary. They did all this shit. But it says it's fucking broad base. You can't even tell if they're oppositional. It's all molesting, all this shit. It just goes on. Once I find the other and the intelligence. And you can see outright, like, is anyone interested in anything? Finding out what's going on, talking about it. Or the righteous thing, it's all a lie. They don't give a fuck. So it just runs like that when you get to the intelligence level. Like, you know, on the street, it runs like that. And all the news, like, I'm the only one who just talks about stuff factually when we get to it. So it's probably just all like that. So it's not even like the way you think of one side or the other always. Like, not always. But they did that. And then when Mrs. Lampron got punched in the head, knocked out onto the floor later, that's after we had left the school. God, he did well. He graduated from the school. He was out for 3.5 years. Wasn't that what, right? 3.5 years? Because they fucked with him because he has autism. Like, it's just like you do a little negligence. They were actually fucking with him now. They're bugging him. Okay, I'll go ahead and say it. No, they're running some shit from Boston. So I don't want them just fucking with me and saying it. Okay, they're wheeling a kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's like maybe in his 20s or something with cerebral palsy to the court. He's a white head young man, and then he's got his black lady with him, his help lady or whatever. They wheeled him. It's fucking hot. They put him right to the court, Lee County Court, at the beginning of all this. So I've been out there for already 3 hours when I made that video. So my batteries weren't out 3.5 or whatever hours. So they wheeled him out there, just parked him there. I didn't walk through. Usually I walk through. And then the lady keeps looking over at me. you know, from way over behind bushes. She has to keep checking, see if I'm gonna fucking go. And she's making that kid sit there. They did that. And it's fucking hot. And I don't stay for a long time. Somewhat. I stay for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't go right up there. But, I'm I'm sort of sure, I think, that, they're making it look like, there's a kid, just like that, the exact same, posture and affect and situation he was in his wheelchair. When my son was in school, when he had to leave school for the oh God, was it like the spring of 2010? There was a kid, and they'd wheel him around in his wheelchair. It was like at the harbor school, and then I was there taking notes all day once, and then it's one day I went there, and I could tell for sure they provoke, like getting him jealous, getting him thinking, and it's really hard to do. Like he'll give you his candy or something, you can have it. He'll give you a half of it if it's long you're not getting toward the end of the bag. He gets like this thing where it's not jealousy and stuff, my son. But they worked it, and so they always had a thing like he's going to be upset at that kid. And it starts out like, and they're doing it on purpose. And I always had to look out for them. That's why I'd really be on them at that school, make sure they don't do some bullshit, because they were trying to do some stuff. And I'll tell you in a minute. This would be the spring of 2010, I think. And my son was out of school for 3.5 years. But I heard Mrs. Bazil, Edith Bazil, yeah, she was saying just stuff with him, you know, and extra praising the kid around him, working it. So my son gets jealous, like working him which is hard to do. She was doing it. She did it on fucking purpose. Miss Bazil, man, she was in her crazy phase. First we came, and she said, I've never seen anyone in ETF do all the paperwork, everything the way it's supposed to be done, right in the meeting. At the end of the meeting, it's supposed to be produced, and that's the regulations. And then they slacked off, so you don't have to. But I saw she could actually do it, and it means something. She's brilliant. She just plays dumb. If you see her dumb, she's not, and she's not mental. She doesn't. She pretends like she goes crazy. It's all a lie. So she was all had together like that. She could just do that stuff at the meeting. She said her brother got fucked over. He used to do electrical stuff, and she's black too, and so he ended up going to mental institutions, but he used to do electrical stuff, and he could get people their free electricity, mess around on the house. So he went in or that's some shit, man. And then and she was against candy. She didn't want to ever give him rewards with candy, anything. So that's because especially with my son before, at least he with his autism, I could see he could drink some milk, and it could be like 10 minutes later, and his spit would still have some white in it, because he doesn't, like, I don't know, not aspirate, but like the thing with like making spit, like running around your mouth, swallowing, he has an issue. It's like kind of a global issue, like, so he gets a little bit of that. And so you can't be giving them candy. They don't fucking get it off their teeth and stuff as much. And so it's something I was trying to be on top of and stuff. Listen, these motherfuckers don't care. And they've got it all fucking listed somewhere. You go to fucking Abu Dhabi and whatever, and they fucking have it. It's all fucking listed up. But she doesn't. And then later, it's like the next year, she's giving candy for rewards. And it's even to like be like, I'm crazy now. Here I am. I won't ever do that. Oh, it must be me, Bizarre. I'm on my insane. I'm going around with my fucking bathrobe. And then she wasn't nice before. She was always nice as a thing. And then she's kind of with a thing that's turning us out of the school. And she's with that, the top, tippy top. And she's not still off has a job. So that's that. And she goes with that principal that we got out. Man, that's all fake. Even that principal, Mr. Robert, got to go by his parking spot. I got him fired on the day before Thanksgiving. 2 days before Thanksgiving. No shit was it. I told my wife, you gotta pick up the phone, or it's gonna go through Thanksgiving, and then something, because she picks up the phone. And then, like, he's fired. It's right before Thanksgiving. And they were doing some scams and it's all fucking. And all the white people turned against us, even though they were against him. Because they had to do a time. Then they had to bring their own fucking second grade teacher from the fucking Henderson. And she couldn't do anything. They act like. So it's all a big mess. And that's why someone went in and did that shit to him in early 2011 with a kid getting molested. That was fucking setup, man. That's shit like that. Like, just like that cop that got arrested. They jumped in there with that shit. However that works. Might even be really clean they did it. Not messing with a kid, maybe. You got the witness and you got the guy and the stuff and but maybe, I don't know. Fuck, man, they did it on purpose. The bathroom, you go in there and then that hall when I was going in there, you go in there and it's got jungle pictures and stuff. It's like anyone would know. Like some odd people know perceptive. It's like, oh, we're on the wild side, take a step, and there's like no one around when you're in that bathroom. It's like, oh my God, here's jungle, jungle boogie fucking bathroom for one person and two or whatever. It's like, no, you kind of fucking off the side, no one's. So it was like always creeping. They're creeping and messing around. Some guy some kid that was famous did have an incident there before we went there, and then they keep it like that. And so and that's all on purpose, man. And they're making it look like the principal. Bob. Oh man, I'm not remember his name, but I shouldn't call him Bob. Dr. Robert something. Dr. Rob Martin, was it Bob Martin? Bob Martin, God. Yeah. That's fake, man. He has his assistant, and they're on the naughty side. The assistant would look at me. Man, we're caught on the naughty side. Oh my God, we're gonna go be. Oh, we've known each other for 10 years. And we go back and say that's all fucking fake. And they run some shit, but we're just for the timing was supposed to be different. And that's old, meaning he's old, and shit. So you have a certain thing. And so they got pissed at my wife. She like pulled the plug too quick. And they started fucking with us. And the shit, and you got to stay on top. Because just things, you actually have to do all the rules, take all the stuff, notes, whatever, with the autistic kid. Because things will set him off. You have to actually analyze the damn thing. And you can't get it started. Or it's like takes 10 times as much work to undo whatever you did. Like, and it's a lie. Like you don't reward him if he's saying to me, no, you're going to be worse. He's going to associate it with all the bad. And if you do give in, the thing is with autism, it takes them like fucking way many more times to get conditioned and learn. So you can give in to the fucking kid over and over and over and not have to worry. It's not like, man, I gave in to you. No. Because they'll think there's even other situations. It's not like other kids. Like you can give in always. Because that's one of the things. Because they're not going to clue in that same way. And they won't, and you'll just have it. They won't think it's the same damn thing next time. So you can always, you always give in and then work it. And you work it for the next time so you don't have it just like that. And you work it from the beginning. And, but you don't want them to have a bad memory of it and associate it. That's what is the problem. And they fucking know that in the real places, like in some real psychologists. Out in Dubai, when they go work at school or something, they have to run it like that, not some cover for some shit or some other bullshit, or fuck around. And yeah, so Miss Bazil, she was like had it together. Then she goes crazy, and then she's acting crazy, like I'm retarded. She's acting like she's gone a little crazy. You get to hear that, oh, maybe runs in the family because her brother. She's lying, man. That's all an act. And she was really nice too. It's weird because she went cold on us. Maybe it's for our own good too. She's in the shit though. That's not even the bad side. Too, in some ways. Maybe they get us out of there. And I feel bad for Miss Lampron. She's the lady that was in charge of the Henderson School. The original, it's named after Bill Henderson. Bill? Is it Bill? He was like blind. So that's the story. He's lying, blind. Maybe, right? Or maybe he is. Man, because I got to meet him once. He's a fucking tough motherfucker, like he's been in World War I. Like what you'd expect. Like, just like he's been in trenches and stuff. Like it's supposed to be like he went blind over the course of a couple of years or something. And he's a principal and kept going. Maybe that's not. Because that would be a good one, right? Man, you're racist. Well, I know, I didn't see that. No one would have told me. Oh, I didn't know, right? Any fucking thing. And that's like all fucking, that's the most racist school. That'd be a good way, right? But, yeah, he's tough, man. He's like very good scientific. I heard him talking. But he was cutting his cold at a meeting. Just went there, one other guy. Supposed to comment at the end. It's just like him and this other guy, and then me and this other guy that had visited, like two parents. And so he doesn't let us go over our 2 minutes of comment or whatever. That long thing, even with us. Just have that on the record or whatever. It's fucking stupid. But the other dude's in on it in a way too. That was Mr. Guy. He's always doing sports and pizza and stuff. And his story is he used to do Twitter. That guy is a parent. And he had gone to Orchard Gardens, right? And it's like something, then he gets an issue. Oh man, there's some sensitive thing. They were all playing something, and who knows on what side. He had to do some voting in our meeting. Man, I should go all through that someday. But got all the damn papers too. Damn, man. You don't have no concussion. That's not true. I don't think. But, damn, man. Yeah, so Miss Lampron, Bill Henderson, I guess he has to retire. It's Miss Lampron. So she's the principal of Henderson. And they make the Henderson upper school. And they can all grandfather stuff in. It's a way they can get their white school, basically. And they use the special ed inclusion, and they have no substantially separate classes. But they say you don't need them, but their IEP guys, they won't fucking say it like this kid doesn't need it. And it's a meeting. They're all bullshit. They just don't let them in. They don't want that stuff in. But it's all a game too. Because all these fake houses and multiple sides, and you're supposed to think they suck. But she was actually really cool, and you could see your kid would not get fucking molested at their school. I just think my daughter had gone there or something. I can't get this feeling. They do keep it this thing. These Catholic housewives and goddamn everyone, none of them make and the fake and fucking, but they keep their shit tight. And they know the shit goes on, but they're part of it. They buy and sell with it, but it just can't go on in their territory. But then they tend not to let you in. So they had to do all this shit. After 3.5 years, he was out, and it was their school, and we got our son back in. And then it was great. They treated him really good. Like it was really good, and laid off. And then so Miss Lampron, it's a weird thing. Like I'm just off to the side. They can't trust me because I'm not just. I gotta bring it all. I have to desegregate. We're gonna bus thing. I'm just like that, I'm just like, what can I do, man? I'm gonna put stuff in with MSG till I pop. That was in Mad Magazine once, the Chinese restaurant guy. We've got stuff. It's like my dad, sociology professor. We stuff them with so much MSG till they pop. You have to do. Gotta do the right thing, whatever, man. Damn, I say that every way. One time we were gonna get the guardianship, and I needed to get 2 people that we know to sign it. I asked Miss Lampron and someone else. I don't know anyone. That's the thing. I know her as much as I know anyone else, and a couple of people like ETF. And it's too awkward and creepy. But I actually have spent more FaceTime with her and interaction. I don't fucking hang around people. It's fucking stupid, man. And she thought that was no awkward. But she'd be doing it with everyone or getting someone else to be like, God, man. Yeah, some girl, some giant girl. So they have, they had issues getting it. They got it desegregated, and all kinds of stuff goes on, and crazy stuff. And then they were dogging one girl. They didn't let her. Well, she's giant though. She's like was fucking total like would beat my ass like 2 of me or something. Probably this giant girl, and her mom was around too. the girl, like she maybe was 12th grade or something, or maybe something, I don't know. And she didn't want to just leave the sidewalk, walk away and be away. She wanted to hang around the school a little bit. And they're always getting them dog, go down out of the block and go. You know, they got a rule. And so Miss Lamp, someone was bitching, and Miss Lampert came up and was bitching. I think she was with her mom, and that girl just like punched her really bad, just swung around. At least they say that Miss Lampert fell on the ground, had to go to the hospital, and she's all fucked up. And they take that girl and they put her in jail. I think they kept her in there for a while. They kept her in custody for weeks or something. It's a juvie thing. Now I'm thinking, it's fucked up. Someone would have set that up and go ahead or give them the encouragement, because that's what that shit is. It's all that area. It's that fucking Henderson. That's up on the hill. That's the school, man. You go out to, what's it, Ashmont, right? And then you go walk around a little bit and up the hill. And it's like fucking the old I was gonna say Ebenezer Scrooge building, the Woodrow Wilson building. And my wife found that school. And you know, it had two other things in it, two other high schools. So it was one of the schools where you had two high schools and two principals, like in the same school, interfacing. So I guess they could all say, it's not me, it's them, it's that, it's this, even though they're walking side by side in the hallway. So it's kind of funny. And that was part of the thing. And they ran some stuff by me to see if I knew anything. You're kind of clear I don't. If I can know. That's my wife. And yeah, but my wife discovered that building. So it's kind of weird, I think. God, I don't think they were just going to do that, maybe. I don't know, maybe there's a certain flow. But it's like my wife on her own just... Because we had to have meetings for SPEDPAC, the Special Education Parents Advisory Council. And my wife was the chair of that. So she liked that building, so she talked to him and got us in that building. Even it's like total like black school, the two schools. And we go to that thing. And maybe it's just like fortune, like, you know, birds of a feather. Things kind of run together. You know, like that's how you get the coincidence. You know, thing. I would say cat in the litter box. But so we're going there. Then later it's the Anderson School, the upper school. Did they end up moving the lower school out there too, didn't they? Eventually, so it's both upper and lower? Or not? No. Oh God, they did. And they have to like put them around places and stuff. And make a big deal about the elevator. But anyway, so, God, man. She doesn't run it. She doesn't deserve it. They try to have their fucking thing off to the side. It's what it is. And you can't say it. And they're part of the thing. You go see segregation. We're going to start with you or something. Man. And you got guys that they would leave the city too. They just go off to Lower Mills. You know, so right about that. And all kinds of shit. So they always had this thing. So I've always had mixed feelings, and I always question my whole thing, my whole approach. And really it'd be like you'd know everything and just wouldn't be fucking whipping up on them first. Desegregate here first. You know, not the other motherfuckers. You know. It would be like, they could tell me something. But there was other shit getting run, because it's not just school. It's not school. But anyway, okay, so that they were doing this shit, okay? I think it's on purpose. He looks just like him, but he's older. And do it on purpose. With a kid with cerebral palsy, or the young man, and put him out in the heat. Left him there. Just fucking left him there. I didn't go by there. I want them lying, saying I do some shit or I do fucking anything, because they just lie like a motherfucker. So I didn't even walk through there. I just kept going around the other sides and walked down. I always walked through there, but this day I didn't. So that was there, and then so I think they might be running some Boston stuff, and I dig through the shit. And that would be that wouldn't be what I call Boston FBI. That'd be like Needs to be these shitheads, the garbage and all the banana shit that I call. And except that would go to the FBI and all the YouTube. Actually, that would kind of they'd fucking be birds of feather, kind of fucking coming together, right? It looked like they showed. What's his name walking down the street? And this guy didn't know. I started getting his attention. But yeah, it's cool. But they had just dressed him up. He walks a certain way. It's a variation. So that might be on purpose. If that is, so they're doing the old days. Remember the good old days, like 1990, early 90s, and up. Well, I guess the Henderson stuff later, 2010, and then later when I was going there. But yeah, but when I see those guys sitting there, a certain thing. And a certain will to drag, the will to drag, right? How do they make that? How do they fuck with that? Fuck that up. Man, now I know my friend, like that's in my video. She's the one who told me at the convention, like, it's all undercover motherfuckers. I go see her. It was a guy before, and then it's a chick. She'd be like, all these motherfuckers. I'd be at the Goodwill, like, fucking hating everyone. Now I go around like that, like I'm just bitchy. I fucking hate all this shit. Every motherfucker that walks by, I just fucking get disgusted. Like I want to fucking throw up. And that's what she used to do. And she didn't directly say, like, they're all undercover motherfuckers. You know, at like one point she'd say Scientologists and shit. But she'd go fucking dog them. She hated these motherfuckers. She hated every motherfucker. And every motherfucker would just walk right up to us. Now I know what it is. And she knew all shit. She was getting run. She knew more than. She knew some shit though. And she'd run into me too many times. So that's like, it was a setup. And she's probably for real too, man. Like she had the saying, so got the thing. Went to Taiwan, got the operation, whatever, like that. But didn't get the new prescription. It's true, man. Had the old one, like you get your what do you get? Estrogen, right? And then she grew. That's why I started weightlifting, because she like got the thing, got the lady fat and all the stuff. I was fucking slick, man. And then she's going around. And she went to Taiwan of all the shit, and it's probably some thing, and they just left her twisted. And I think it is because she was like, there. She just had PMS constant because there's no testosterone, then it's just pure estrogen. She says she's in the zone, man. It's PMS 24/7. She'd go out on the street like that, run into me. She'd be bitching and just talk to me for a couple minutes, and she had to go off. She'd be like fucking. I always felt so bad, like I was always in trouble. And then finally got it fixed. But that was like 2 years or something. It's a good solid 2 years. I was like, fucking tough it out. That's in the fucking trenches. Like these motherfuckers say they're homeless and shit. And I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't for her.